Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Story Nook. Go ahead, grab your water, your tea, your coffee, your hot cocoa, whatever it is you want to drink. Make sure you stay hydrated as we read some stories about entitled beings. And our first subreddit that we're going to dive into is from r/entitled which will it be, because YouTube ad moderation's a pain in the neck and I have to wait about 30 seconds before I can cuss. Our first one comes from user Salem_Black99, and it's titled, People of Reddit, please tell me this girl is not looking for a place to live with her boyfriend and her dog for free and to be paid for it. So what we have is an image, it's a screenshot, and it's titled, and it says, we still are looking for somewhere to stay in June and July. If you need a house/pet sitter anytime within those months, please message me. Or if you happen to have an empty basement suite, we're open to anything. And that's an overlay of another post that says, Blank and I are looking for some house-sitting jobs for the summer in blank. Gotcha. That is my alarm, I apologize. And blank has been going to school in Virginia, but we are both spending the summer in blank. And as much as we love our parents, we may want some independence here and there, so some house-sitting jobs would be awesome. We can care for pets, I'm a huge animal lover, but our mini Labradoodle Ollie is part of the package. He loves other animals too. He is well behaved and I work from home, so he's always by my side. If you or someone you know are going away anytime from June to August and would like someone to take care of your home, plants, and pets, please send me a message. 23 female from my hometown posted this to all her social medias looking for a place to house sit for the summer. But she has to be able to bring her boyfriend and her dog, as she wants privacy for her and her boyfriend away from her parents and independence. There's an ongoing debate in my friend group about whether she's very subtly saying that she would like a place to get freaky with her boyfriend away from her parents, or whether she just wants to play house, or whether this is completely okay to ask for. Please let us know your thoughts. So yeah. And we're gonna go ahead and continue forward because I'm just like, that's amusing. If you're watching the podcast version or the speed paint version that goes on my main channel, I do have another channel titled Story Nook where you can see the actual visuals if you want. But yeah. Stretching. Or trying to stretch. The cramps are coming and well, the cramps are here, they're just getting worse. But I'm also just trying to record a little bit of something, because I have not been. That's the wrong tab. Yeah. Alright. Our next story was a cross post entitled Which Would Be, from r/choosing beggar, and it says military spouse demanding to have her next meal for free. And it's got an overlay that says, when I became a military spouse, I thought I would get free stuff. What the F? Heart emoji. Military spouses deserve drinks for free. F this place. OMG F this place. We serve our asses off for way more than anyone. Angry emoji. And it's over a receipt, and she got 2 La Crema Chardonnay for $12 each. Her sales tax was only $168, so her total was $25.68. She left 0 tip, and she wrote, "I'm a military spouse. It should be free next time. Thank a military spouse," smiley face. And legit, honey, just because you're married to someone in the military does not give you free stuff. You are just at home taking care of things. You are not on the front line. You do not deserve anything. And wow, you're a bitch. But we're gonna continue forward because joy. Our next post is from user No Actuator, and it is entitled Sister Steals My Cat. This is a cross post. This happened years ago. My younger sister and I have always been pretty close despite the fact she is entitled and spoiled rotten. Growing up, she was always treated better than me and basically got anything she wanted. Nobody in my family ever really said no to her. If she doesn't get her way, she will pout, sulk, cry, or whine until whoever caves. My entitled sister came over to visit me 1 or 2 times a week. We made lunch together and chatted over our life. I gave her a house key for emergencies. This will be relevant later. And I see it as a mistake, OP. Besides my entitled sister coming over to visit, I didn't have much of a social life, so one month I decided that I would like a companion to keep me company during the day. I decided I really wanted a cat. I spent a few days researching the proper way to care for a cat. Vet care, the best food, grooming, dealing with different temperatures and temperaments, etc. I also bought everything I needed to care for this cat. Food, automatic water ball, a bunch of toys, catnip, cat bed, cat tree, and a few other things. Once I was ready, I started looking for cats to adopt. I decided I wanted a cat, not a kitten. It was at a second shelter I went to that I found Freya. I saw this pure white kitty from a distance. When I went over to her enclosure, she immediately started rubbing on the glass and softly meowing. A staff member opened her enclosure so I could pet her. She rubbed all over me and purred so loud she vibrated hard. She even licked my hand several times. I was absolutely in love. Freya is the best cat ever. She is like my child. My entitled sister also fell in love with Freya. Almost immediately, she constantly said how much she wished Freya was hers. She told me how good she would treat her and how she would make her a service animal. I just brushed off these comments until one day entitled sister said that she deserved to take Freya because she was getting a divorce and needed company. Neither of us have kids. I was completely caught off guard. I told her I would never ever give up my cat. She's basically my child. I thought that would be the end of it. I was wrong. About 5 weeks after this conversation, I came home from work at about 5 p.m. I mostly work from home, but go into my office a couple of times a month. I immediately noticed that Freya didn't meet me at the door. She always met me at the door. I started to call her, but she didn't come. I tried shaking her can of treats, but that didn't work either. By this point, I am frantically searching every inch of my house. Absolutely no sign of Freya. She wasn't in my house. My heart sank to my stomach when I realized that I must have accidentally let her out when I left for work that morning. Freya is strictly an indoor cat. I felt so guilty and worried about Freya. I put up missing pet ads in all the local pet groups. I put up flyers everywhere. I knocked on the door of everyone on my block and asked about Freya and if they could keep an eye out for her. I spread some of her litter in the front yard. I put out a humane trap with tuna. I was a mess without my beautiful sweet cat. I cried so much my face was puffy and I could barely eat or sleep. One day, about a week after Freya went missing, I was talking to a mutual friend of my entitled sister. At one point, she casually says, "Oh, have you seen entitled sister's new cat? She's so pretty and she has this beautiful white fur." My heart skipped a few beats, and then I asked her if she happened to know if the cat had a collar. She said yes, it had a red collar. That's when I knew it was my Freya. I could feel it in my gut. I hung up immediately and called my entitled sister. I began yelling the second she answered. "You effing bitch! You stole my cat! How could you? How dare you? You had no right to take my cat! How could you do this to me?" Her voice was dripping with attitude when she said, "I told you I deserved to have Freya more than you. She's meant to be my cat. Don't worry, I'll take good care of her." My face went red and anger coursed through me. I told her, "No, you will give me my cat right now, or I will absolutely call the police and press charges for theft and for breaking and entering." I figured she used her key to access my home while I was at work. I picked up Freya about 30 minutes later. I went very low contact with entitled sister after that. She no longer comes over for visits. We don't talk or text. We only see each other on major holidays. Freya is still a part of my life, and I am so grateful for her. I still can't believe my sister felt entitled towards my cat, and that she had the nerve to steal her. Some people just blow my mind. Honestly, I have entitled relatives all over the place. And one of my sisters did this to another sister, and it was a huge big deal. I personally do not talk to my eldest sister because we got into a fight, and she essentially called me an inward lover. And so I refused to have anything to do with her. I told my dad I don't want her near my house. I don't want to talk to her. Nope. Never again. I want nothing to do with her. And so, if my dad is with her, my dad understands that he's not allowed to come to my house if she's with him. Because I'm not putting up with that entitled racist bullshit that's she's always going through. But yeah, let us continue with our next story. And this is from r/entitled parents by Wormy Worm Worm. And this story is labeled not safe for work. So luckily, we're already 12 minutes in. So yeah. And it's titled, "My Psycho Mother Doesn't Know That I'll Be Gone in 10 Days. Tiny edit, not gone as in harm or deaf, gone as in moving out. Didn't realize how it sounded. Sorry. Honestly, I presumed you would be moving out in 10 days, but I can understand. I believe that's female to male, 19, so OP is a man. I'm going to move out in 10 days. It took forever to get here, and I still need to scrounge up some last minute crap. But I'm doing it. I'm moving out and getting the hell away from her. Background on everything. There's a lot of general abuse in my family. Abuse she passed down to me. While it wasn't always physical, her and my father's action led me down a spiral of self-harm and multiple suicide attempts for 2 years straight. The fact that I'm alive is a miracle. I'm a bit better now, don't worry. She's going to disown me once I transition, and I stayed in this house for 3 years on the terms that I pretend to be someone else, or I'd be homeless. Very icky people, pretty much, and they can't see it. They did try to improve and the physical violence stopped, but they can never fix what they did. Moving on, I made the mistake of telling her I was apartment searching a month or so ago, and had her instantly dump on me. What was supposed to be a celebration turned into her dogging on me. It was basically you'll never make it, so just stay home conversation. She would not let up, no matter how many times I asked her to stop. Even when I told her that she was making me uncomfortable and I didn't want to talk about it any further, she keeps going. If I literally stare at her and say nothing, give her no reason to keep talking, she still does. I literally had to tell her when she got mad at me for it. So I'm there, going to town on a corn dog, and I said, I told you to stop. You didn't listen. I'm not even responding, and you're still going. I'm giving you a really big hint here, and you're not getting it. She got so mad. Well, how was I supposed to know? You should have just told me. I took a big bite of corn dog and said, yeah, I did tell you multiple times. You didn't listen. After that, I didn't talk about the apartment to her at all. She nagged to know my roommates and begged to know where I'll be living if I do move out. She won't know, ever. The whole, what if something happens and you need us spiel. She has no idea I'm going full no contact, and that makes me happy. I woke up a few days ago to her ranting about how I need to stay home and focus on my studies. I just sat there on the bathroom floor holding back a smile because she thinks that I gave up. She doesn't know that I'm about to give my security deposit and collect keys on the 27th. When the day comes, I'm not even going to give her the decency of seeing me leave. I'm packing my shit and going out the back. No text, no camera footage, nothing. In 10 days, I'm going to disappear from her life and finally be myself. I'm sleep deprived to hell and back, stressed out from all the work it took to get here, and probably one cheeseburger from a breakdown. I had so many bumps on the way and so many things tried to screw me over the past few months. The past few fucking years, actually. But I literally couldn't be happy. 10 days, and I'm free. Live, here I come. Update will come soon. But if you like to follow my 10-day journey until freedom, then I made a countdown to burger at another Redditor's advice. There will be many updates there and other shenanigans, but I'll link the big update here when it comes. And this was posted 2 days ago, so hopefully OP is able to move out, able to get their independence from their entitled parents because they sound shitty. And I'm wishing them the best because I would also run for the fucking hills. And I'm also currently in the process of going no contact with my own mother. She did call me, but I was asleep and she didn't leave a voicemail, so I don't know what she called about and I never called her back. And it's kind of like surprising. My mom, luckily not as bad as your mom, and I'm hoping you have a lovely and easier transition now that, like, you're going full no contact once that toxicity is out of your life. And so, yeah. That was a burp hiccup thing. And so, we're gonna go on to kind of like a little funnier post, kind of like as a little mood booster, as it is called by Lost Genre. This is also from r/entitled bitch, and it is posted by Falsely Strike 16116. I can't read numbers, I'm so sorry. This lady for wanting her stepson removed from her family photos. Is there any way y'all could remove the kid to the right in these pictures? He's my stepson and I love these pictures of us together, but I also didn't get any good ones with just two without him. And also remove him from the full family picture, please. Thanks in advance. Edit. I love my stepson, but I do want some without him in them. I already posted these ones, but I just want to have it both ways. So, there's 3 pictures, and there's 2 of her, with 2 small children in her lap, and then she's got what I presume is the stepson pushed over about, it's not a foot, but it's like a good 6 inches off in the distance, so like there's a clear space between her and them. And then there's a family photo where what I believe is the husband, who's the father of the kid, who's also not blurred out. And then them holding the youngest 2 and the boy in the center. But I just think like it's kind of messed up to like not want your stepson, and I feel really bad, one, for the stepson. he's the victim in all this. But if the father is aware of this, he might want to reevaluate that relationship he has with this woman and leave her if she is trying to exclude his son from a previous relationship. Because that, 9 times out of 10, does not work. That child is going to grow up feeling that she's trying to kick him out, and then that father is going to lose his relationship properly with his son. It's not going to work. Hopefully that son still has his mom in his life. But yeah, but it's still hilarious, and they did not blur their faces whatsoever in these photos. So I'm pretty sure, I don't know when this was posted here a day ago. I'm not sure how long this post has been up. It looks, based off the formatting, looks like a Facebook post, oddly enough. So, yeah. But it's 6 o'clock now, so I need to get dressed, do some breathing exercises because the cramps are coming for me. Well, thank you all for being here. Have a great day. You're all awesome. All that good just stuff. Stretch. Make sure you stay hydrated. Thank you to my YouTube supporters, my Patreon and Ko-fi supporters. You're all awesome. And yeah. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely weekend. We'll see when I get this edited and up because I have not been doing what I need to do. Bye bye.